So are you doing the outro or the intro, Brandon?
The intro.
Alright, we'll do some claps and then we're good to go. Let me get this chair. Okay. Let me get a little closer.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Paper Bag Podcast. To my left, Mr. Richard Knox.
Heyo.
And to my right, Mr. Aliyes. And of course, I am Brandon Malonis.
Whoop whoop. Melon head.
Back again with it.
What are we talking about today?
Today, I believe we will be talking about tattoos.
Is that the sound it makes?
Do you not remember?
No, just the pain.
Oh, just the pain.
Yeah, I mean, he has some music playing pretty loudly, so I don't remember that too
Also
much.
true, when we were getting Elias's tattoo, he would listen to like a whole Pantera album.
Really?
Like the entire album while he was getting his done. I said, dang, Pantera.
They were listening to
riffs.
They were listening to Suicide Boys, which is like a really dark, dank rap group, and I was just like, okay.
Okay,
I think a lot of my guy was still a lot of like metalcore, deathcore, metal music.
Yeah. That's that's our topic today. Do you have any tattoos? We're gonna kind of get into our tattoos, maybe if they have any meaning to them, the placements, our experiences, because we all just recently got tattoos.
Just recently, within the last week or so,
Yeah.
we've each got a new tattoo. So look out to see what those new ones are going to be.
Yeah, and if you're not watching on YouTube, check it out where you can visually see it.
Check it out.
Yeah, we're on, iHeartRadio and almost iTunes and what else are we on? Google Play,
Spotify and Google Play Music.
Yeah. But YouTube is the only place for the video, so if you want to check that out. So I got my first tattoo on Tuesday, which was 3 days ago, which if you're watching it's right here on my left forearm.
How'd it feel?
So it felt worse than I thought it would, but it still wasn't like unbearable. It wasn't easy though.
You're like, man, it's just going to feel like a butter knife just being dabbed on my skin.
Yeah.
Not a needle being shoved in you 1,000 needles a second. Or
Yeah, Marley was saying that the line work is the easy part, shading is the worst, and for me, it was the exact opposite.
Same.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah, yeah. Like the first, I was holding her hand, whatever, and I was squeezing, like my arm got tired from squeezing so much, right? And so the line work was the worst of it, and then once he was shading, it was almost like a breeze. I was just like, just take it, just do it, So
I think the first tattoo that I got was on my back,
Oh, that's right.
the upper back, and it was definitely much easier than the forearm.
And it's big. His
Yeah.
back tattoo is pretty big.
how long did it take?
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
I'm glad you
And it
remember,
was-
that was so long ago.
So here's that story, right? So we were just out of high school, and the coolest dude in the world was Ryan Sheckler. He was a skateboarder. And so he had a huge Sheckler tattoo on his back, and I went out and I said, Richard, I'm getting my last name tattooed on my back today. And he was like, and now I'm kind of like, oh.
The other funny part is his mom said, you better not come back with the tattoo.
Because she had just let me get my piercing, because I was like still like,
Really? But 18?
I
You
just
had
turned 18.
Yeah.
oh man, that was the worst decision of my life. But yeah, so recently we just got forearm tattoos.
Yep.
I think, yeah. You
Well,
can see
they
him.
did.
Yeah. And you'll see his.
Yeah, surprise.
Oh, wait.
It's on the other arm.
Oh, wait.
To pull up your leg.
And yeah, like I said, like the line work is just so bad.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I have to agree with Marley. For the tattoos I've had, the shading's always been the worst for me.
Then I wonder if it's depending on like design or location or
I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on tattoos. I do have...
theoretically.
Well, how many- well,
Theoretically.
Theoretically. How many tattoos do you have? You have one.
This is my
That's your
first,
one.
yes.
How many do you have?
2, 4,
Man, you
5 or
count them by
5 or
twos.
6. 5 or 6, I think. I think it's 5. Yeah.
I have 5 myself. And by far the 2 most recent ones that I can remember that I have, obviously the one I got this past weekend and the one on my back, which is a buffalo with like smoke coming out of its nose. The worst part on the buffalo that I think I can pinpoint is the smoke coming out of its nose that's all like black. Is when he was shading in that smoke. It was just awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, but then think, right? Okay. So we've all had experiences with tattoos now. You know what it feels like.
Yep.
Now think of like Yakuza people.
We're good.
So actually, when I went out to Hawaii in December, I really wanted to get like an authentic Hawaiian tattoo that was like the hammer tattoo, where they had the needle and the hammer and it's just like banging it into you. It's so bad that I want that, but I heard one, it felt awful, like it just hurt so bad, and then two, it just wasn't in the cards for me to get it in that trip. There was just so much going on, and then the money already spent to even try to find the person who would do it, because it's like almost like a religious thing. It's cultural, so they have intense questions like, why do you want it? Why are you getting what you want? What is it going to mean to you? And then at the end of the day, if they don't want to give it to you, they don't have to.
Huh? That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine was. Like, I never really wanted a tattoo until recently, because Marley kept getting them. She keeps telling me about her experience and how cool they are. And I'm pretty sure most, if not all of hers, are, like, meaningful. Like, they were just like, oh, that's cool, I want it. But she has told me that not all her tattoos she plans to get in the future all have to have, like, a significant meaning. Some of it's, like, if it's a cool design, she's just going to get it somewhere. Mine, I mean, I can take meaning out of it, but I didn't get it specifically for any like one given reason.
Yeah, it's not like spiritual.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I mean, it's cool. So like, for me, when I decided to get a tattoo, I wanted to get it somewhere that I would be able to see it every day. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Like no shame or whatever on people who get like on their back or whatever. But if I'm gonna get a back tattoo, I'm not gonna get a back tattoo.
You're gonna get your last name so you can cover it up.
Yeah, I want something that I can see and show off, and
you
like
should
look
get
at
the word
stuff.
Apple on your back. Because he's Adele. Oh,
got him. So yeah, that was the reason like of location on my left forearm, because when I wear a watch, I put it on my left hand. So if I'm always looking at that hand, so if I see it, I'm like, cool, that's whatever. But what I decided to get was a Flash and Green Arrow combined logo. I think they may have actually used this logo or a similar design during one of their crossover episodes on the CW TV shows, the Green Arrow and the Flash, which are my two favorite DC people. The Flash is my favorite like comic book superhero of all time. And then I was thinking, now that I have this on my left arm, maybe I'll do like a left arm DC, right arm Marvel.
That would be badass.
Sick. Like a couple superhero logos on it.
That'd be sick.
Right? I mean, it looks really cool. I really like the way it looks.
I do too.
I don't think I would go as far as to say that I regret not getting color, but I would have liked to see what it would look like with color.
Yes, that was going to be my next question, is that you wish it was in color, because that would have been cool, having the red and the green and the black.
Yeah, I think so too. I think someone was telling me that the yellow and the green would kind of like clash or be kind of similar. Yeah, because like for the Flash, like the Flash is the red is his color, but on a lot of the logos, the lightning bolt itself is like a yellow.
Gotcha.
And yellow and green are kind of close, but... And then red and green are kind of Christmassy. Something like that.
Yeah, so for people who are listening, Brandon just got a tattoo on his forearm that's yellow and green.
I'm over here like...
It's like, shit, he's right. Shit, it might have been you who told me that.
On his, if you look at it, you show the camera, the yellow and the green definitely stick out different from each other. But
maybe it's just a shade.
And I wasn't exactly sure why you chose to do all black. For me personally, I don't plan on getting any tattoos in color, and that's just something personal that I wanted myself, where I thought it'd be cool to just, I'm a brown boy. White girls love brown boys. I'm a brown boy. And I just think black would look better on me than getting all these different colors that might fade after time. And, I mean, black's going to fade just as well, but I think it would, for me personally, not probably look what I would want to in 20 years, 30 years of having the color that's faded.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So my whole thought process was that I never have gotten any color on any of my tattoos. Tattoo. Okay, he did put a little red in there, but
a little bit, half of it's red.
It's not. No, it's nothing like what I just recently got. Like you can get an American traditional tattoo and it still be considered American traditional, and it will have red in it.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
There's some that even have gold and green in it. But typically, I wanted to stay. First off, I wanted to have all my tattoos to where if I wore a pair of slacks and a short sleeve t-shirt, you couldn't see anything. And that's just because,
jobs and stuff.
But society has gone in such a way that I felt pretty
Confident.
Yeah, I guess is the good word. That, man, I'm only going to have this one chance to do what I want. And then with that thought, I was like, then let's put color in there. Like, let's just let's see. And so kind of like with your idea with DC and Marvel, I was thinking maybe a colored and a non-colored, or a black and
That'd be pretty cool.
Who knows if I'm even going to get any more at this point? Like, I like what I have now. I was really interested. You kind of hit on something earlier that that I've kind of played around with my head. Do you think a tattoo should have meaning? Like, do you? Because it's permanent. Like, you're gonna.
True, but no, I don't.
No.
Because like this one, like, if you ask me like why I got it, it'd be like because it's cool.
Yeah.
And same with Marley with like future tattoos. She said that if she finds a really cool design or something that she likes, she can put it on there, and it's just kind of like an expression of yourself. Mm-hmm. I could find some meaning. I can tell you that the Flash logo reminds me to keep moving forward, and the Green Arrow logo reminds me to shoot my shot. And having them combined reminds me of teamwork.
Oof.
So I can make stuff up, but I didn't get it for that reason.
Well, I mean, so
you got it because you love the Flash and the Green Arrow.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool design, and I get to look at it.
You get to look at it.
Yeah, in my time in Washington, I was like, to myself a little bit, and I got super into like a few different animes, and I watched Assassination Classroom, which if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. It's 2 seasons. It's really good. Literally when the credits rolled, went to the tattoo shop, and I got my first color tattoo of Koro Sensei, and I had to.
That's fine.
And since then, I've just been adding on to them. So there's literally no meaning other than that was a damn good anime.
You wanted it, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I haven't gotten a tattoo that at the time I didn't think had meaning. Now looking back on the tattoos I've gotten, I'm like, what the heck? But I agree that you can just get a tattoo because you think the art looks cool, and you want it on you because you think it'll look cool on you. So I don't think you have to get a tattoo because you feel like there's a certain meaning behind it. The tattoos I have, on the other hand, I feel like do have meaning to me personally. On my right arm, I have one that says "I am Knox," which my dad was not very happy when I got it. That was my first one, and it used to be my older brother's handle for a lot of things.
Yeah.
When like his emails and his like Facebook, all sorts of stuff, he would put that was like his handle, and I don't know how he ever felt about it, if he ever felt any type of way about it in general. But I know like normally when a younger sibling takes something from like an older, they kind of like,
totally,
you're copying me. I don't think he ever felt that way, but after seeing him use it so much, I kind of latched onto it too. I was like, man, I really like that. I am Knox. That's who I am.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people when I played soccer when I lived in California. Our shorts said our last name on it. Our jersey said our last name on it, and I felt attached that that's who I am.
Yeah.
So that was my first tattoo I got. My second tattoo. My second tattoo is very embarrassing, and I don't ever normally bring it up because of how embarrassing it is.
He comes to my house, looks at me dead in the face, and he goes, "Brandon, we're going to go get tattoos today that we are going to regret in 20 years. Point blank, that's what he said. I said, all right, let's go do it.
And that's exactly how it happened. We were 18. I was really dumb. Like, I don't even know, like, now thinking back, this was 10 years ago, being like, what the hell the logic was in that, because now I don't think like that at all. And so I got the words "I am amazing" tattooed on my chest. And I've had plans to cover it up, and I still do have those plans to cover it up with something more meaningful. I think that would be a perfect spot for a lion. I'm a Leo. I was named after King Richard the Lionheart. My favorite animal is lion. I have lion stuff all in my house. So I feel really attached to the animal of a lion. So I feel like that would be the perfect spot to get that covered up there, and it would be cool. It'd be badass. But that was my second tattoo. My third tattoo, I have a snake on my left arm. And our friends growing up and being younger adults, we kind of called ourselves like the Cobra Clique. We all had like snake names and everything. Like we thought we were cool. We were all hanging out. We were really into like each other's like success. And Brandon got back from Army Basic, and he was sitting on a little bit of cash. And he said, "Richard, you help me out with some tattoos. You're my best friend. I want to buy you a tattoo." And he bought me this snake tattoo, which is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, it's really nice. I really like it.
Really good quality. It's really good design, and I loved it. It was, especially at the time, way out of the league of my other tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, getting that, I was like, oh my God, this is a real tattoo. Then a couple years ago, I got a buffalo on my back. My mom always said that we were kind of part native, so she picked all the kids out. Spirit animals, so mine was the buffalo. And I was going through a tattoo book one day, and I saw the buffalo, and it stuck out. I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
So I got a buffalo on my back, and then recently, if you know me, I'm into conspiracies. Okay? And I am so interested in the Illuminati. So I got the Illuminati all-seeing eye on my right calf, which I got this past weekend, but with bones as the pyramid, the triangle, instead of like stone.
Yeah.
Which I'm in love with this tattoo right now. I think it's so freaking cool.
It really is. I have several tattoos. We'll only talk about two.
I talked about my most embarrassing one.
You know what? But see, the most embarrassing one that I have is my last name on my back.
Yeah, who wants to be a Malonis?
Damn. Throw out my last name like that.
Oh, sorry. Who wants to be a melon head?
Yeah. Okay, so you need to cut the melon head and replace Malonis 2 times now. Okay.
Who wants to be a melon head?
So I mean, I guess so just to even out with him, when he got his "I'm Amazing" tattoo, that was the time where I think I was living more in the world of a post-apocalyptic Washington, D.C., aka Fallout 3, than my real life. I was logging more hours in Fallout 3 than my real life.
Hey, at the time, we were going to die in a couple of years.
2012 was...
So that's completely reasonable.
Yeah, right? So he was like, I'm going to get I'm Amazing on my chest. And I was like, shit. I'm going to get Vault 101 on my chest.
Oh, yeah.
So I have Vault 101 on my chest. Literally means nothing. I think I've told about 12 different stories
that was
to
your
12
favorite video
different
game
people.
from a long time.
Absolutely.
True.
And then I think one of my favorite ones is I have a old Nintendo duck hunting controller gun tattooed on my right hip.
Which I love, by the way, and I love the story behind it as well.
So my late grandfather, was like one of the biggest role models in my life. He was just a really cool guy, and we spent lots of time with each other. And the most memorable times that I spent with him was playing that game, was just shooting the screen for hours and hours and hours, to the point where like my grandma would have to come and snatch us up and be like, "Dinner is ready."
I can only imagine Nana coming in too and saying this.
Yes, and she was very like firm. So I got that done in memory of him. And then I also, probably my favorite tattoo of all time was when my stepfather passed away 4 years ago. Oh, 5 years ago this year. Mm-hmm. Wow, time flies. He was like a huge like conspiracy theorist. And like all of my life, we would just have the longest conversations of like, you know, what the aliens have done for Earth and the pyramids and all this other cool stuff. So on my left leg, I have like a UFO, and it looks like it's like putting the tops on 3 pyramids, which represent my mom and my 2 little brothers. UFO, Joe, kind of like keeping us in line. So like that's like probably my favorite tattoo, and I can stare at it all day. Like I'm getting emotional just looking at it.
Shout out to Joe, because Joe also had some really cool freaking tattoos.
Do you remember right before he passed, he got that huge Black Widow tattoo?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I wish you could have met him, dude. He was a really cool guy. But I mean, so like, I guess to answer my own questions, I feel like if you have a really good, meaningful tattoo, by all means, go get it right away. Like, go and get it wherever. But also, you shouldn't like stray away from getting spur of the moment. Yeah. We're in Savannah and we have money tattoos.
True. Yeah, that's how I got my tattoo on my calf.
Yeah, that's how I got my tattoo. Right. Yeah.
I've always wanted this.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I mean, and out of all your tattoos, what is the most expensive one?
Ooh.
Because I only have one experience, and I don't know how to compare it. Mine was 140, and then I hear you're supposed to plus 20% tip.
So let's say without tip.
Yeah, without tip, 140.
My newest one I just got this weekend was 250.
How long?
It took about 45 minutes or so to do it.
Yeah, I said I think mine was 45 minutes to an hour, give or take.
Yeah, I also
roughly
believe that. Yeah,
somewhere like that. Okay.
And then I think I don't want to count the snake one because it was free for me.
Yeah,
that cost Brandon money.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure my buffalo cost me $300.
Okay.
It's really good tattoo as well. Mm-hmm. It's right in the center of my back. It's a decent size as well. And
how long did that one take?
That one I believe took about like an hour and a half too. I remember I told Alan, who is an old coworker and a great friend of mine, one day he used to go to school out in Savannah. I said, "Hey, I'm off. I'm going to come to Savannah. We're going to have lunch." Well, I got to Savannah a little early, and I was like, "You know what? I'm going to go get a tattoo. Can't take too long. It ended up taking a long time, and Alan was texting me like, hey, where are you at? And I was like, to be honest with you, I'm getting a tattoo. And Alan met me at the tattoo shop. He held my hand, and let me tell you, I was like halfway through this tattoo when Alan got there, and I have never been more thankful for a hand in my life. Because I was squeezing, I was like, oh, this hurts so bad. But I believe that one was $300. So I think that one cost me the most.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much Brandon spent on my snake tattoo.
I was like $190.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is freaking so cool.
The one on my leg, it was like $380.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the one on your leg's really cool.
And the artist
it's big.
and the artist that did it too is a really well-known artist in Atlanta. And
Kat Von D.
yeah, I wish it was Kat Von D. That'd be cool. No, but he was a really well-known artist in Atlanta, and he like travels from his own shop in Tennessee, and then he'll come down to Atlanta in the faster seasons or like the busier seasons, more or less. Because I mean, you make a fuck ton of money in Atlanta tattooing.
That's tax season.
And so we went, and I was lucky enough to book with him. Not only was I lucky enough to book with him, but after he heard the story and the meaning behind my tattoo, he instantly got on his little computer. He instantly drew something up for me, and he instantly tattooed me. Like,
heck yeah.
Like completely like paused what he was doing for the day and was like, yo, sit on that chair. We're going to get you done today. And it took a good minute because, I mean, he put a lot of detail and a lot of work because there was like little things that I wanted him to hide into the tattoo. Like there's 3 diamonds up here that represent things to me. And then some of this lineage and some of this stuff down here, like it means stuff to me. And he like really made sure to like put it in there and not just do it for the money, but really like, and he was asking questions about the situation
it's art.
and stuff.
It's art. It's really art.
And he was really putting his like all into it. And it felt really good. Like really proud of that tattoo. Really proud of that tattoo.
Yeah. So the day after I got my tattoo, I was at work, and I have this like a second skin, as people call it. Or you call it one of the other.
Sanoderm too, yeah.
Yeah. So I had just had it, and he was like, "Oh, new ink." I was like, "Yeah, it's my first one." He goes, "It's addictive, isn't it?" I said, "Well, it's my first one, but I'm kind of ready to get another one, so I guess." He goes, "No, I'm talking about the pain."
I said, I don't feel that. I mean, I feel the addiction of like, man, I cannot wait to get a new tattoo.
Yeah.
I want to so bad.
I already
But
know what I'm getting next.
Also, my tattoos have been pretty spread out over the last 10 years. I got 5, so that's one every 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got the one on my calf, it's been literally around 2 years, maybe like a month or two since my last one.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it can't be that bad. My back one hurt really bad. The ones on my arms didn't really hurt. The one on my chest was awful. So I'm like, this is my leg, can't be too bad. And it wasn't too bad. There was times where I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
See, I think, okay, so out of all of your tattoos, which one hurt the worst?
My chest, 100%.
100%.
100%. Do you remember that?
I'm telling you right now, well, she didn't know what she was doing. Point blank. Point blank.
I'm not going to call any names. I'm not going to call...
We didn't even say a name.
Yes.
We didn't say the name. We didn't say the tattoo shop. That was Yes It Hurts. We didn't say that it was on Laurel Bay Highway. We didn't say that. We didn't say any of that.
Wait. It wasn't Yes It Hurts. So let's not say it was Yes It Hurts. Because it definitely wasn't. And we're not going to say the name.
Okay.
It wasn't Yes It Hurts.
Well, I just threw a name out there because,
It was awful. And I don't believe she does. It's completely scarred. It's my least best looking tattoo. It really is. It's faded. It's scarred. It just is not good in general. All the rest of my tattoos, A1.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why, one, I can't wait to get covered up. But yes, I oh my God.
See,
yeah.
I'm going to level with you right now, Aliyes. I don't think he knows real pain until he gets the forearm tattoo. Boy. Listen, Aliyes, go ahead.
It was a level of pain that I didn't experience before, but I was curious to see what kind of, like, I didn't get a chance to ask the guy who did me, but I was going to ask him.
You?
Yeah, in the back room.
With needles.
That's why. How do you think I got a deal? But I was going to ask him, like, what's the most painful thing to tattoo? And
I've heard different things, too.
I agree, yeah.
I've heard ribs.
When I posted it, Marley said ribs was the worst she's ever gotten.
Top of your foot.
Okay.
Your skull.
Okay, now we're just going into no man's
Well, actually, when I posted the tattoo on Facebook, someone, Casey's mom, actually was like, wait until you get on your hands, because that's like the worst pain she's ever felt. So, I mean, maybe it's just like different pain tolerances for people, but Marley said the ribs was the worst she's ever felt. I mean, I've heard different things.
I have plans for my ribs. So, do you have plans in the future for tattoos you want?
Now that I've gotten one, I'm thinking more about it, and I definitely am going to get more. I have an idea for what I want to get on the opposing wrist.
In the close future.
It kind of just depends how.
Foreseeable.
Right. And definitely gonna get the other one on my right arm. After that, nothing planned right now. But if any tattoos I do get in the future, I think I'll stick with the if you can cover it with a t-shirt type rule.
Yes,
You know, I'm not gonna get a face tattoo.
Yeah, so that was my big rule. It's like, if you can't see it on me in my work uniform, then I'm happy. And granted, I don't wear shorts at work.
Yeah.
Ever. So you're never going to see the one I just got on my leg. But that's just something I've always thought was cool. Is like, I look really normal, professional when I'm at work. And then one day I go to the pool, I go to the beach, and people that I'm around that know me are like,
you get a tattoo? Right.
What is going on? Like, what? I'm like, yeah, Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Well, how about you? Do you have any plans for in the foreseeable future of tattoos that you want to get?
Yeah, I would like to get a couple more Koro senseis on my left arm. And kind of just make this into an assassination classroom, at least half sleeve. I don't know if I'll go all the way up my arm, but I do see within the nest month or two getting another Koro sensei. And then just trying to figure out what to add onto it. There's so much like adult thing, not even adult thing, but there's like a lot of guns and a lot of knives in the show, and I kind of want to not put a gun and a knife on my body.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think like, at least a real one, because which is, I get the most shit for this tattoo because, my thought process was put the gun on your hip at an angle as if it was in a holster, right?
Yeah, on paper.
Why are you shooting yourself in the dick? Why you got it pointed at your dick? I'm like, guys, really? Come on now.
Yeah, I, for one, can't wait to get new tattoos. I have so many plans. When I was at the tattoo shop, I had thought I was going to get one type of thing, but they didn't have time. He asked me what I had thought of before. I was like, I have so many ideas of what I want to get tattooed on my body, so I can't wait to be able to implement these ideas I've had for a long time. But we'd like to hear from you guys. We'd like to see, what are your favorite tattoos that you have? Do you have plans in the future to get tattoos? What are the craziest tattoos you've even seen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's some crazy ones out there.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is going to be on our socials, like on our Facebook and stuff. So even drop a picture in the comment section of your tattoos.
We want to see some cool tattoos.
For real, yeah.
And maybe not some cool tattoos. I said we all have.
Show us your worst tattoo. Yeah, seriously.
Give us a like. So comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification too to get notified anytime we come out with a new episode. We'd love to hear from you guys. Also, if you didn't know, we're on Spotify, we're on Google Play Music, and we're on
iHeartRadio.
Yeah. We're still in the process, again, of trying to get on iTunes, so definitely try to check us out. We'll also have all the links for our Patreon, our social medias underneath, and we'd love for you to get your likes. We'd love to hear from you guys and see what you want us to talk about next, what you're interested in as well. So thank you for tuning in.
Word. And click the top link to watch our latest not podcast related video where we try baby food.
Yes.
And click the bottom link to check out our latest podcast, which was our Valentine's Day video.
Also, if you have made it this far and you are not subscribed, you're gonna get a neck. We are like, almost 39 subscribers away from having our own custom URL. So you won't even have to find us anywhere. You can just slash
The Paper
Bag Club. So if we can just grab those subscribers, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
I'm so
until the
excited
next
to be back.
time, we're the Paper Bag Club.
Deuces. Got it. Dude, literally on the money.
On the money that I'm going to spend on a new tattoo.
Yo.
Also, subscribe to our Patreon.